Oh, really? Okay. I suppose I should. I probably ought to. It really would be a good idea if I did. I'm certain. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, I should. I should. So I should push the button and like turn it on and make the thing happen. Hi, how are you? Welcome to another Troubadork non-commute pandemic coping mechanism show. And here we are once again. I am counting down some days, and what I'm counting down toward, I'm not going to tell you just yet. It's a little bit of a surprise. It might be less of a surprise for some folks, more of a surprise for others. But we will see. We'll see how it all goes. I have, in fact, I'm revisiting a couple of songs, and they're a little different from the last time you heard them, so we'll see how that goes. And part of it is because the first song I wanted to revisit is one that just, it seemed a little sparse, and I'm going to try it with a different strumming pattern. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully it'll be decent. Did I go get Easter eggs? I did not go get Easter eggs. To be completely frank and honest, we forgot that Sunday was Easter until we went to go to the grocery store, which is what we traditionally do on Sundays, and discovered they were all closed. So, I wish a lot of people happy Why Are the Stores Closed Day. Today, however, is a decent day for raiding the local shops for discounted Easter candy. It is known as Raid Day among many of my friends and associates for that very reason. It's where your dollar goes much farther now because they're just trying to get the stock out of there now. So I started messing around with this because I have a song that I have done before, and that is, of course, Captain Peaches, which is a song about someone that I know at fair. Captain Peaches, the keeper of Her Majesty's combs and brushes. Her Majesty in this case being Queen Margaret of Scotland, the Isles, and a bunch of other stuff. I can never remember all of it. Scarborough Renaissance Festival had their dress rehearsal weekend this last weekend, and what they call Wallaby Day, which special preview weekend, where certain folks with certain Friends of Fair membership levels could come in and have a day more or less to themselves at the festival with the cast and the shops and such. And it seemed to go well, which is encouraging. Now I'm going to try very hard to do this the way that I think I did it the first time, because when I first did it, it actually made sense. We sing of thieves and noblemen who sail the bounding seas, but this here ditty ain't about a single one of these. I sing of a daring swashbuckler who spans the bounding reaches, the mighty, mighty corsair who is known as Captain Peaches. So batten down the hatches, boys, and up the chandelier, for piracy is stylish where'er the pirates near. He'll smite down any scalawag and leave the ladies speechless. There's no pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. He sails the endless bounty on the mighty Raging Queen, a ship the likes of which you Portland lovers never seen. She's got 16 gilded cannon and the decks are always clean, and tea is served quite promptly every day at 4:19. So batten down the hatches, boys, and up the chandelier, for piracy is stylish wherever the pirates near. He'll smite down any scalawag and leave the ladies speechless. There's no pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. I think I got it. Queen Margaret's royal hairdresser, his bravery knows no bounds. His foot quake when his cry up to the pits with them rebounds. His fears his enemies have at his mercy quite compound, for he leaves his captured foeman better groomed than when he found. So batten down the hatches, boys, and up the chandelier, for piracy is stylish where'er the pirates near. He'll smite down any scalawag and leave the ladies speechless. There's no pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. It's a bit of a driving beat. His ship at Scarborough Harbor has a special pride of place, as it can't sail very far with pastel sails all made of lace. But the captain and his ship are art we never would debase, and once he pays his dock fees, then he's free to leave this place. So batten down the hatches, boys, and up the chandelier, for piracy is stylish whenever the pirates near. He'll smite down any scalawag and leave the ladies speechless. There's no pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. There's no pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. No pirate as daring as the mighty Captain Peaches. Whew! I feel pretty good about that one. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, and I have left Jawa on the Fire up for the entirety of that song. The flaming Jawas had nothing to do with Captain Peaches. He was nowhere near the area when that happened. That is my story. To it I shall stick, and we now have our official technical screw-up. There's always going to be some kind of technical frou-for-all that happens here at the Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show. It just happens that way, and there we are. So, having achieved that, I would now like to take my life in my very hands, risking it for your entertainment, by singing a traditional song in jig time, which is a very popular song among those who play Irish music. It's also a significant challenge for breath control, phrasing, and figuring out where to inhale. That would be The Rocky Road to Dublin. This song has 5 verses and a chorus, and it never actually stops. And as I was doing the song, I realized something. And I added a 6th verse and a new chorus. Because I felt very strongly about it. And I still do feel strongly about it. So we'll see how this goes, yeah? Air must breathe. It's finally getting hot out here. It's getting up into the 70s and 80s here in San Antonio, Texas. And the climate control systems are confused because it's cool in the morning and then hot at the end of the day. It's going to be an absolute joy to be out at Renaissance festivals for this. Layers. In the merry month of June, 'twas fun, me home we started, left the girls on twama, nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear. I kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn. Leave where I was born, I cut a stout black thorn to banish ghosts and goblins, brand new pair of brogues, rattling o'er the bogs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. On the hare and turned her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it was a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fair city. Well, then I took a stroll, all among the quality bundle it was stole, all in a neat locality. Something crossed me mind, when I looked behind, no bundle did I find upon me stick a wobble. Inquiring for the rogue, said my Connacht brogue was not that much in vogue. On the rocky road to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. Up the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. We got it. In Mulligan air that night I rested them so weary, started by daylight me spirits bright and airy, took a drop of the pure to keep me heart from singing. That's the Paddy's cure when Harry's on for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while at the curious style. 'Twould hedge sort of bubbling, asked if I was hired, wages I required till I was nearly tired of the rocky road to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. I think I got most of the words. Halfway through. From there I got away, me spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship were sailing. The captain at me roared, he said, "No room there, Hattie!" When I jumped aboard, a cabin found for Paddy. Well, down among the pigs they had some funny rigs. I danced some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling off to Holyhead. Wished that I were dead, or better far instead, on the rocky road to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil, me temper I was losing, foiled errands I, well, they began to amuse me. Hurrah, me soul, says I, shall lay the islet fly. Some Galway boys were nigh, they saw I was a-hobbling with a loud hooray. They quickly joined the fray, quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack bala-de-ra. But wait, see, when I had first declared I'd do a singing show, music I prepared, they glared like I was slow. What you gonna play? I showed them all my songs, well those ones are okay, but fella, follow along. If you play at a fair, some songs you must prepare, cause people will declare we want the older ones. Well then, what should I do? The song should I pursue? Some idiot told me true. Sing the rocky road to Dublin, how is a song so long? No place to breathe, I fear old I singing about the rocky road to Dublin, why is the song so long? Place to breathe, I fear I'll die singing the rocky road to Dublin. Why is the song so long? Why is the song so long? Why is the song so long? How to Get Thrown Out of an Irish Jam by Tobias the Adequate, age 3. Oh my goodness me, goodness, my goodness me, my goodness me. I am preparing for a time during which I will be standing out in a field or a forest somewhere. We're going to go a-visiting. And we've warned some folks. We haven't told them when yet. Because we like to be surprised when I'm not scheduled. Because, yeah, we can do that. But we're going to go out, and we're going to say hi, and I'm going to take an implement with me, and I'm going to play songs for certain people. I am not busking. I am not passing the hat. I know the managements. The managements know me, and they know that I will not be that dumb. And if anyone tries to give me any money there at the fair, I will direct them to the nearest tip jar. Because that's what you do. And that's how you do it. And what I'm going to do next is a song that I have done several times. You have all heard it, and you all seem to enjoy it. And I will be doing another song. There are certain songs that y'all like, and certain songs I think y'all like. And it's a little hard to tell sometimes, and I just kind of, like, guess a lot. Because, you know, until and unless I see over here, you know, we just kind of, like, it's all kind of dice up in the air. Okay, do they like the song? Do they like me? They just have me playing while they're working. Frequently that happens, and I'm kind of happy about that, because it means that I am part of the background sound of your life, and that's not the worst thing in the world, honestly. I could certainly see worse things to be regarded as, so hey, why the heck not? So the next song is going to be the Shadow Setlist is Jawa Geodesic. Oh wow, I left the Geodesic Dome up there too. I am really just having like a day. It is a Monday. It is so much a Monday. It is a big, hairy, stinky Monday, and we're all still recovering from it. See, I left the rocky road to Dublin apparently leads to a geodesic dome. In Montreal, of all places. Figure that one out. Thank you. I'm very happy with that last verse. I had to riff on it, and in the event that I ever get to the point where I play that in front of, like, you know, live human beings, that last verse is going in there. I still need to work on my wind, however, because you have to, like, get all the way through the bloody verse in order to complete it. Now, let's see. Do we have another graphic up? We don't! Haha! Because this is, of course, a song written by my friend the mighty Quigley Finch of Salty Walt and the Ratlin Ratlines. Yeah, it's Monday all day. So much Monday. More Monday than one human being should have to contend with, which is why we're going to sing this happy, brilliant, brave, seafaring song. My enthusiasm has caused my implement to go sharp on me again. I really don't understand why the strings go sharp after I beat on them for a while. Perhaps they're just flinching. They know what's coming. Perhaps. Well, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love a grog. The captain was the toughest man whatever sailed the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, was a nasty French disease. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, the captain finally met his match, old France, she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till they find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we looked down in the scuppers and we looked up in the nest. For a time we kept our spirits high with witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us thick as a piece of fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we looked in the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which we put each day's events as written history. But no matter where we searched inside the vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Yes, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. For the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. but we never have found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. I really enjoy singing that song, specifically when I have people in front of me who have never heard it before, because I get to watch their reactions. Now, y'all have heard the song now. And that means that if we do get a chance to do this, and I'm out there where people are, and you're there at the same time, you get to watch their reactions as well. At Steampunk November, a couple of people almost concussed themselves with the sheer force of the facepalm involved in that song. And I had one or two people just shaking their heads the entire rest of the night. And then look at me, shake their head some more, look at me. You did choose to sit here. You chose to sit down and watch my show. Who's really at fault here? Who's the bad guy here, huh? Quick preview. We have found, among other things, as part of the preparation, I showed you a hat that I have, which is a wool felt hat. It had some buttons on it. Well, that hat is a lovely hat, but it is also a wool felt hat. A wool felt hat in the summertime in Texas is certain death. This is a paper straw hat. And for those of you who were here, who came to see it, you might recognize this as the hat that I wore when I was performing artisanal gibberish at the Sherwood Forest Fair a few years back. If I can talk them into letting me do a couple of weeks of Troubadork, I really want to do that next season. I may even try to convince them to let me do it one weekend for their Celtic festival. We shall see. Speaking of Celtic festivals, there's Irish music in the air. And, not here, but somewhere. I'm almost certain of it. And as such, I think it is now important and imperative that we bring a little more Irish music into my show. At this time, for those of you who have not, completely fled, having listened to me butcher the rocky road to Dublin, I will now bring forth a song which I am very fond of, and I hope that some of you are fond of it as well. See if I can bring it up without having it all marked up weirdly, because when I do searches for words, it actually highlights the words, and if I don't type in the full words, it highlights part of the words, and it looks like something has gone horribly wrong with my display. That song is I Couldn't Run Away with the Fae. The Fae ran away from me. Which I will bring down this instrument. Ha-ha! I will wear the silly hat. I will play the more complicated instrument. And I have to play this one, I've discovered, because it's, the song starts in D, as does much Irish music. And like much Irish music, can be played a couple of different ways. Heartfelt and sympathetic, or drunk and resentful. Can you guess how I'm going to play this? If you guess drunk and resentful, you got it. My life was a shambles, I wished I were dead, but I decided I'd live with the fairies instead, so I found me a circle of space I had known. When I pled my case, the fairies had flown. Dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away from me. Remember the chords. working out in the field. Left cakes and honey and hoped it would yield a chance to leave my world and live with the fae. Cakes, honey, and fairies were all gone next day. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away from me. Why? Well, the queen of the fairies, she heard my lament. In a big cloud of glitter, she popped up and went. We've heard your petition, but have to say nay. Stop begging to get us to haul you away. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away from me. You know we've been watching, you're known far and wide. I said that's a bit on the stalkerish side. Can't live here forever, you can visit, you see. Just remember the caterings BYOB. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away from me. I asked why I could not flee into the fae. She said, for you, boy, oh, you can't go that way. She said, you are a rare one, but we'll tell you true. Immortal life's complex enough without you. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away from me. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fae ran away, the fae ran away, the fae ran away from me. And so we come staggering in, confused, bewildered, wearing one boot, carrying a road cone we can't remember where we found it at, and trying very hard to figure out where we parked, to the conclusion of yet another hard to describe, and even harder to justify, Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I will continue to do this until such time as the prisoner confesses. No, wait. Until such time as we are all permitted, and in fact encouraged, by sane and rational people to safely go forth and congregate. There may be some congregating. Those of you who understand, those of you who have been keeping track of this sort of thing, and have kept an eye on what's going on with me and my lovely wife Amy, may notice that a certain 2-week anniversary is coming up. And we're going to take advantage of it in a careful, sane, reasonable manner. We did a little practice this weekend. When we realized that we couldn't go to the grocery store, there is a park out near where we live that has a fire watch tower up at the top of this hill. Not a mountain, it's a hill. And we traipsed up to go, because we'd been thinking about going up there and going up into the tower for about 5 years now. And we traipsed up there, and we went up the thing, and then the tower was all fenced in. But we made it up there, and we didn't die. And we only stopped 2 or 3 places along the way where they had thoughtfully placed benches for 50-year-old folks like myself and my lovely bride to go sit and go, wow, this is a lot of hill. We were not prepared for this. All right. We will carry on. Tomorrow, I think we will do other things, and I will continue to figure out whether or not this hat actually is ever going to sit level on my large dome. Anyway, we live in a capitalistic society, so yeah, tip jars, paypal.me/theadequate, Venmo @theadequate. Thank you to Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, Miranda. Thank you to my astonishing PayPal patrons. I just got this month's PayPal, and I'm still stunned and startled and bewildered that you people are willing to throw that much money at me. I can only hope to live up to your expectations and the quality that you guys deserve. That's Jen, Joe, Alexi, Austin, Chris, Teppo, Shay, Linda, Ann, Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, and Lorene, and all my Patreon patrons past and future. Y'all bewilder me. Y'all astonish me. I have a mix of Space Burrito, which I did on Sunday. It is like 5 or 6 tracks. And that's like 3 instrument tracks and 3 vocal tracks. And it's very like, wow, far out, cosmic. And it's currently on Patreon and only visible to the Patreon patrons. And next week it'll become visible to everybody else, and I'll drop it out on SoundCloud and share it with you all there. I'm beginning to do more recording at home again because I have some brain for it. Not a lot of brain, but I have some brain for it. You can find me out on the interwebs at theadequate.com. I am at The Adequate on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I am at Tobias the Adequate on TikTok and Tumblr. SoundCloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre is where I will post the new Space Burrito track on Sunday when it goes like to everybody. And you can also check out THUD Bucket. We have a 4th video out. Per my last email was the 3rd. Wait, no, it's the 3rd video. It's the 3rd video or 4th video? Oh man, I can't even remember anymore. Yes, it is the 4th video. And that is Praise Hail Nothing, the single most complex video thing I have ever done in my entire long life. The next video is going to be just me with a lot of drawings of stick figures on poster board. That's my goal. And that, my friends, is enough out of me. I do go on a bit, don't I? So be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be kind. Be safe. Be careful. Be thoughtful. Be silly. Y'all have been wonderful. I've been Tobias the Adequate. And once again, I thank you for encouraging my behavior. And I will see y'all next time. Aloha. Take care.